Hey everybody, this is Fat Jesus Live. We are about to watch the launch with Artemis II. Here we go. Welcome everybody, this is Fat Jesus Live. We are watching the launch right now. Let's see if we could get some sound going. Everything is so brand new right now.
Three of them.
We got sound.
Shuttle Heritage. One of them built from shuttle parts. And there you see them moving. Now we're going to start moving the power from both the upper stage and the lower stage of the rocket.
2 minutes till launch.
Taking ground power away and now going to battery power.
GLS's go for upper stage to internal power.
All right, power is removed from the rocket's upper stage, the ICPS, and it's been switched to battery. Same milestone for the lower core stage coming up at T-minus 1 minute and 30 seconds. Right now, the four-person Artemis II crew is 248,000 miles away from the moon. And if all goes well, they will fly by it in 6 days.
GLS's go for core stage to internal power.
All right, there's the rocket's core stage, which houses 3 flight computers, is now on its own power. There's no more hold time because there's no more margin on these batteries. So we would have to recycle back to T-minus 10 to recharge if we had a hold.
One minute.
Right now the rocket does not know what the T0 is, but coming up at T-minus 33 seconds, control shifts from the ground launch sequencer to the rocket's onboard autonomous launch sequencer, or ALS. The rocket will count itself down, but honor any holds that could come from the ground. Now, shortly after liftoff, Houston will take control of the rocket, and my colleague Gary Jordan will take over commentary.
GLS's go for ALS.
Great call out. The rocket is on its own. 4 brave explorers ready to ride the most powerful rocket
Incredible, everybody.
NASA has ever launched. Sound suppression water is flowing.
15.
And here we go. 10, 9, 8,
Say
7,
it.
25 inches.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Booster ignition. And liftoff.
Lift off!
The crew of Artemis II now bound for the moon. Humanity's next.
We are gonna go around the moon. We're gonna get new telemetry, everybody. New telemetry. 1950s telemetry is old. We're going around the moon to get new telemetry. Here we go.
Houston now controlling the flight of integrity on the Artemis II mission around the moon.
Incredible.
The integrity AMT high. AMT high.
On time passing 30 seconds into the flights. Integrity passes the alternate beacon. Target milestone. Mission Control Houston seeing good performance on the 4 main engines.
Let's go, Artemis II! Yeah!
Traveling more than 1,200 miles per hour.
Please, God, please make it.
Mission elapsed time, passing 1 minute, approaching max Q.
On, Ponce de Leon.
Stan, we have you loud and clear on Ponce de Leon.
Have you the same?
Communication signal transfer confirmed as integrity and its crew go supersonic. Approaching 90 seconds into the Artemis II mission.
Here we go.
Integrity is 14 miles in altitude, 8 miles downrange, traveling more than 2,600.
Remember that SpaceX is going to land on the moon, but they're going to get telemetry and all the information to get to the moon from Artemis. Artemis is providing the information that the SpaceX needs to be precise. So this mission is extremely important.
Elapsed time, standing by for main engine throttle
Here we go.
to 85%, ahead of solid rocket booster separation.
My gosh.
At the 2-minute 9-second mark.
I'm sorry for yelling, guys. I'm sorry.
We see throttle down.
What an excellent camera. Look at the excitement, everybody. This is...
Confirmed separation. Main engines throttling up. Guidance confirmed.
They separated? The two rockets are separated? Excellent separation.
Integrity, guidance converged.
Woo!
Nominal upper stage RCS ready.
Copy all, Stan.
Integrity, SM priming complete.
Separation.
Priming complete.
Separation was successful.
2 minutes 45 seconds of mission elapsed time into the Artemis II mission. Thrusters on integrity and upper stage confirmed in a ready state ahead of service module fairing separation. Minutes into the flight. Integrity 49 miles in altitude, 78 miles downrange.
Oh, look at that camera.
1,000 miles per hour.
Look how beautiful the Earth is. Oh, look at that. The fairing just came off, guys. There goes the fairings.
Standing by for launch abort system jettison.
Houston integrity, good last jettison, great view.
Copy jettison. Team Eco 8+02.
We see the same on board, Stan.
And Houston has you loud and clear on Tidris at the Carmen line.
Go.
Outstanding, Stan, we have you the same.
3 minutes 50 seconds into the flight of Artemis II, Wiseman, Glover, Cook, and Hansen cross the boundary to space with good comm checks. GPS signals acquired after last jettison now working on internal checks to verify accuracy. Flight Dynamics Officer analyzed the time of main engine cutoff, confirmed at 8 minutes 2 seconds, time of MECO.
Okay, we're getting ready to MECO. That means they're going to be reaching the point where they're going to be out of Earth orbit and into space.
Integrity, GPS processing.
There's no return now.
Outstanding, Stan, we see the same, and we have a beautiful moonrise. We're headed right at it.
Beautiful. They see the nighttime sky now.
5 minutes into
The sun is behind them.
Wiseman confirms he has
They're heading
visuals of
towards the
his
night sky.
destination. GPS guidance, navigation, and control software finishes internal checks and sends to navigation channels.
Beautiful. Excellent work.
Integrity, 3 engine press.
Great work, everybody.
3 engine press.
On time, now passing 5 minutes 20 seconds of mission elapsed time into the Artemis II mission. At this point, 3 good main engines are all that's needed to carry integrity to a nominal main engine cutoff target. Though at this time, we're seeing 4 good engines here in Mission Control Houston. Integrity, 75 miles in altitude, 330 miles downrange, approaching 10,000 miles per hour.
Great work.
Integrity, looking good at 6 minutes.
Same on board, Stan.
Good trajectory and engine performance. Booster officer will soon report the shutdown plan to Flight Director Judd Freeling, expected at the 7-minute mark. Integrity, 78 miles in altitude, 460 miles downrange.
Integrity, expect nominal shutdown.
Integrity copies nominal shutdown.
Excellent, excellent. It looks good, everybody. Looks fantastic.
6 minutes 40 seconds of mission elapsed time. Shutdown plan is as expected. Again, the time of MECO was confirmed at 8 minutes 2 seconds into the flight. Seven minutes of mission elapsed time. Throttling down as we approach the abort once around option. Milestone at the 7-minute 30-second mark. Now 84 miles in altitude, 650 miles downrange, traveling more than 15,000 miles per hour.
Integrity, AOA open.
AOA open.
The window is now open for an abort once around option that would target splashdown in the Pacific Ocean. Still following nominal ascent at this time. About 10 seconds remaining until the main engine cutoff of the Space Launch System core stage. Standing by for confirmation of MECO and core stage separation.
Integrity and nominal MECO, core stage separated.
We see the same on board, Stan.
Okay. We got X on board. Sorry, guys, on X, you're a little late.
8 minutes 40 seconds into the flight, we have a nominal main engine cutoff heading in the right trajectory on the way to swing around the moon. Core stage has separated, done its job. The Space Launch System upper stage, the interim cryogenic propulsion stage, or ICPS, still attached to the Orion spacecraft. Nine minutes of mission elapsed time. Integrity crew of Reed Wiseman, Victor Glover, Christina Cook, and Jeremy Hansen now in orbit around the Earth at the beginning of their journey to the moon.
Great team. Great team. They're doing such a great job. They're doing such a great job.
Integrity Houston, looking ahead to PRM numbers so far per the pad.
Copy that, Stan. Numbers for the pad.
They're doing such a great job.
Capcom Stan Loves now reminding the crew that the perigee raise maneuver time of ignition is as expected prior to booster ignition. That time being 49 minutes, 50 seconds of mission elapsed time.
For stage separation.
integrity.
For their go around the moon.
Deploy.
Excellent, excellent work. Everything is going flawless, flawless, flawless.
Copy that, Stan. Good, Neds.
And integrity Houston for PWD setup. Just a reminder, halfway open on the secondary.
We copy that, Stan. Halfway open.
Passing 11 minutes of mission elapsed time. Here, overhearing the conversation between Capcom Stan Love and Commander Reed Wiseman, already passing some milestones. We have a good nozzle extension deployment system. That is confirmed. Complete. We also have the visors are confirmed up. Now past the dynamic phase of flight, that is ascent. Their launch and entry suits that provided them an extra layer of protection. Now not as needed. They're going to raise those visors. And later in today's mission, they will begin to egress or get out of the suits to begin some of their initial tasks of activating some of the systems aboard in the Integrity spacecraft. It's passing 12 minutes of mission elapsed time. Again, the perigee raise maneuver that's targeted near 50 minutes of mission elapsed time, 49 minutes, 50 seconds. That's what the crew is going to be working towards. The Commander Reed Wiseman, pilot Victor Glover will focus on preparing for that milestone.
Getting some little bit of background music for you guys.
Mission specialist Christina Cook and
Thank
Jeremy
you so much
Hansen
for tuning into Fat Jesus
will
Live.
start some of the activation of
We're
environmental
watching
light
the
support
Artemis
systems,
II
making
launch. It's live right now.
activation over the Orion to Earth
We're 12 minutes in,
communication network.
and we are watching a. This is not the actual aircraft. This is a computerized.
Houston, C3 aux power back in auto.
This is what it looks like on the outside.
C3 aux, and we're 2 minutes to maneuver.
Okay, it's 2 minutes to maneuver. That's my seat. Thanks for joining me, everybody. This is an historical moment. Historical moment right now.
Follow the crew of the Artemis
Oh,
II
check out the
mission.
backside of
They are
this.
beginning their journey around the moon to verify the systems that will take us to its surface. An incredible ascent. Artemis II is
That was the
underway. Reed
video
Wiseman, Victor
towards the
Glover,
back
Christina
of the
Cook, and
aircraft.
Jeremy Hansen begin their journey to the moon. Still milestones to come up as we await solar array deploy and the critical burns that will get Integrity into high Earth orbit around the Earth before engines are fired to get us around the moon. We'll keep tabs on Integrity and its crew from here in Mission Control Houston. But for now, we're going to send it back to you, Megan and Nicole at the Kennedy Space Center. Very jealous to hear
Okay,
how
guys,
the launch experience
They
was
need
over on the
this
Space Coast.
information for SpaceX
Gary, for people are just joining us,
and-
welcome back to the
and
Space
for
Coast, where
any
we just
other
saw Artemis II
spacecrafts.
lift off 14
So-
minutes ago, and wow, what
For any other spacecraft to go to the moon, Artemis II needs to provide the telemetry around the moon, because the telemetry around the moon has completely changed since the 1950s, and it's not going to be the same. So if we sent the spacecraft up there today, it's going to be a little bit more difficult, and the mathematics are way off. So this has been a very difficult, very grueling moment in sending this spacecraft up there, because it's so dangerous. So this is like doing it all over the first time. It's not the same. So sending this spacecraft is going to give all the information that the next few spacecrafts, and it's like starting all over again. We cannot take the old information and go, okay, we're going to do it again. No, we got to get this new information, and this new information is going to help the new spacecrafts to get to the moon. And once we get to the moon, we could start colonizing the moon. And this is a big deal. By 2030, things are going to start rolling a lot faster, and the stock market is going to be pushing really hard for all those people up there. We're going to start mining on the moon. So expect big things in the future. Big things in the future. Once Artemis gets around the moon and come back again, and this is very successful, all this information is going to be very special for the next few years. It's going to change the world. It's going to change everything. All right, let's get back.
I know a lot of people are like, you know what, I'm surprised this launched on the first try, because we know, like any little thing, we have to be keeping safety in mind, and we want to make sure we're ready to go. But we were ready to go, and I think it surprised a lot of people. What a wonderful surprise on this Wednesday evening.
It did, you know, and it kind of surprised me as well. But, you know, it's just a testament to the team here that has been working so hard on Artemis. You know, Artemis 1, we learned a ton of lessons. We learned a ton from the wet dress for Artemis 2. We were able to go in, fix those things. We even had a couple mishaps today, not mishaps, but a couple, you know, anomalies today that the team creatively came up with solutions for. It's just a testament to the teamwork that gets us.
Thanks for joining me, guys. Appreciate it. Thank you for the likes and the follows. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you very much. This is not a rerun. This is not fake. This is real. This is happening now.
Solar arrays. So why don't we get back in with Mission Control and Gary?
Hey, thank you, Megan. Again, we're following
I
along
said
in the
something.
action. It is a long day. They have a number of procedures they need to get to immediately in their timeline.
And Integrity Houston, cross-tie is on board per the FCDEM.
So we copy Houston. Thank you.
Cross-site referring to flight controllers here initiating a connection between some of the batteries aboard the Orion spacecraft, allowing for an even distribution of power. This is the flight control teams that took us through ascent of the Artemis II mission today. Right now we're, as you see, passing 18 minutes of mission elapsed time. The Orion spacecraft integrity and the interim cryogenic propulsion system are maneuvering tail to sun. It is in this orientation, this attitude.
Integrity anywhere until that momentary prop caution.
And read no action, we're looking at it.
Commander Reed Wiseman verifying what is being routed to his displays aboard Integrity. Propulsion engineer confirming that no action is needed at this time. They're pressing through with their nominal procedures to prepare for the perigee raise maneuver, and of course the solar array wing deploy ahead of that. The solar wing deploy is a critical milestone. We'll continue to have our coverage follow the mission until that deployment. Successful launch is just the beginning. The deployment of the solar arrays and successful confirmation that those solar array wings are drawing power is a significant milestone, and says to the flight control teams that we will continue on today's mission. Power needs to be drawn to continue through some of the next milestones. Until then, the AOA open option that was called up upon ascent, the abort once around, is the current option, and abort to orbit option ATO will be switched to a preferred mode at the time that the solar array wings are deployed
Look at
and
that.
matched. It gives the flight control teams a little bit more flexibility.
Integrity Houston, update on TDRS handover for your pad.
Yeah, check that out. That is amazing.
Give us just 1 minute.
You're giving them an update right now.
Read it. Ike is ready to copy.
Roger. TDRS handover east to west expected 1 second earlier at 5:1 minutes 26 seconds.
Project Hail Mary, baby.
All right, Sam, we copy 1 second.
6 Teachers East to West, and saws are starting to deploy. Thermal knives.
Thank you for joining me, guys. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks for the report.
Readback of the reports that you just heard on the Orion to Earth network. Integrity has maneuvered tail to sun. The RL-10 nozzle on the end of the ICPS is pointed towards the sun, and the solar array deployment sequence has begun. With the deployment confirmed, it'll be several minutes until they are what is called in a latched position. Once they are latched and confirmed to be drawing power, they can switch the mode to ATO and continue along the mission. The teacher's handover at the pad, that message meant the crew was provided some preliminary numbers of when to expect handovers between the tracking and data relay satellites. Currently orbiting Earth at an altitude of 545 statute miles above the Earth, they are in a near-Earth network communication system. The tracking and data relay satellites, geosynchronous satellites that are stationed about 23,000 miles above the Earth. After the apogee rays burn, that occurs later today, the burn itself will put them in an altitude that surpasses the range of the tracking and data relay satellites, and they will transition to the deep space network today.
And Integrity, for prop messages, we see 2 temperature measurements right near the line. It's that momentary message you saw earlier. We're going to suppress those. It's CM helium heater 2T1 and heater 1T1. They're going suppressed.
Integrity, thank you. We see the same.
This is Mission Control Houston, passing 23 minutes of mission elapsed time into the Artemis II mission. This is after a launch that began at 5:35 and 12 seconds Central Time, 6:35 and 12 seconds PM Eastern Time. Right now, the orientation you're seeing from our aero visualization that translates some of the telemetry that we're getting from the spacecraft and puts it into a model so you can follow along on some of the milestones that we are following here. The RL-10 nozzle that you see at the left end of your screen, though it is currently not firing, that nozzle is pointed towards the sun, and the solar arrays are currently...
Oh, yeah!
Visualization, they look fully stowed in a position...
Bro, Nask. Thank you, man. I love it, too.
Copy O2 sensors.
Thank you for the follow, brother. Appreciate it. Yeah, everybody's, like, buzzing me on the phone right now. They're all, like, going crazy over it. I'm like texting back at everybody on this. I'm wondering how long I should be streaming on this because it's all the way around the moon. How long is it going to take to go around the moon?
4 saws deployed and latched ready for ATO preferred.
Man, they got the solar panels out and everything.
Integrity Houston, we are seeing a 7-second miscompare between the MET on Orion and ICPS. We'd like you to read us the MET from your center status bar and for the ICPS on StackSum.
Yeah, they're saying the same thing. There's a lag. Pretty much, they just say lag. We're lagging.
We see a absolutely precise alignment. MET 25, 14, 15, 16, precisely aligned with ICPS MET.
I got some space music going on, and then all of a sudden it just some fast music.
And Houston Integrity, ATO preferred set.
Copy, ATO preferred.
This is very exciting, actually. I'm ecstatic. Finally, they launched today. That is freaking amazing. I mean, how many times did they abort this? So many times.
Into the flight of Artemis II. We have confirmation that all 4 solar array wings are deployed and latched. This is the configuration needed to switch to ATO preferred, which you did hear confirmed from pilot Victor Glover. That mode has been switched. There's also a discussion with Capcom Stan Love and Commander Reed Wiseman about the alignment of the MET clocks on the Orion spacecraft and the ICPS. Commander Reed Wiseman confirmed the clocks are in sync, no issues. They're going to investigate it on the ground. We're proceeding with today's mission. 26 minutes of mission elapsed time.
Their clock is not in sync. They need a call in sync for that one. Ha! I made a joke. Get it? So dumb. They need to call the experts in. This is the second time. This is the lady called it out. It's like something's wrong with the clocks. It's like somebody messed up on the clock. I think there were more pressing issues. I think the rockets and just launching from the launch pad was more important than the fucking clocks. Excuse my language. the clocks. I don't think the clocks were important. We just need to get the thing off the ground. They give us $100 billion. I think the clocks can just, just use your watch, just use your watch. Just wear a watch. Just do it like they did in 1950s. Just use the Rolex on your arm, For crying out loud. For crying out loud, man.
This is Mission Control Houston. We're approaching.
I'm just messing with you. Just messing around, guys.
At this point, we've had a successful lift.
I'm so happy, dude. They launched. They finally launched.
5:35 p.m. and 12 seconds p.m. Central Time. 6:35 and 12 seconds p.m. Eastern Time. We've had a good main engine cutoff, core stage separation.
I'm just gonna get some food. I'll be right back.
Today's mission. Right now, the spacecraft has maneuvered tail to sun. We're standing by for another maneuver to maneuver into the burn attitude. This is where the RL-10 engine of the ICPS is pointed in the correct orientation for the perigee raise maneuver. We did hear confirmation that the perigee raise.
Here's my healthy food.
Has been confirmed per the pad, which means
from Clean Eats.
Time prior to liftoff.
It's all natural with no preservatives.
Channel 1 to unfiltered and to BFS.
Okay, Stan, we're watching. Go ahead.
Lost 200 pounds from eating that food. That in the trash. It's like a lasagna, chicken lasagna. And the pasta is made of cauliflower.
Rating up to the crew of integrity. They will switch the navigation source from channel 1, standing by for confirmation that switch has occurred. Pilot Victor Glover will receive.
I haven't eaten dinner.
And is at least watching to confirm that switch has occurred.
Come on, guys, go eat your food.
Again,
you can watch this and eat at the same time. Come on.
We're heading towards.
Support them.
Now we're actually inside 20 minutes at this time. From
Watching this supports NASA because they know that you're interested.
We did have a successful deployment and launch.
And the government knows that you're supporting them. So the amount of people that watch, that's your support. So if you don't watch this, then it shows that nobody's interested, and then there'll be no more funding. So watch it, support it. That's the important part. I mean, you don't have to give money. All you have to do is just watch. And if the government sees you supporting it, then they'll go ahead and
for the remainder of the day and set them up for the right.
They'll provide more money to them.
The translunar injection.
But this is it. They're not going to give more money to Artemis. This is it. This is their last and final
The perigee raise maneuver
launch.
is 26 seconds. It's a relatively short burn, but it does raise the perigee and do
The next launch is going to be SpaceX Super Heavy.
Main engine
And
yes. The pad had a teacher's handover. This is the tracking and data relay satellites. East to west, they are geosynchronous satellites that are positioned around
Jeff
the globe.
Bezos' rocket,
And as Orion makes its way
Amazon.
around the Earth,
I
right
call
now,
it the Amazon rocket.
above the west coast of Africa, at an altitude of about 923 statute miles, and counting. The perigee raise maneuver is not executed at the perigee. It is rather
New Shepard,
executed on the
Blue Origin. So Blue Origin, New Shepard is going to be launching. So they need the information from this spacecraft. They need the information to launch. So Blue Origin is expecting this to be a success. Nobody's jealous of this aircraft. They need the information. They've been expecting Artemis to launch. That's why they're so behind. Everybody's behind because of this aircraft. They've been waiting for this aircraft to launch so that they can get the information.
International Space Station as well.
So good. So tasty.
That time of handover is
New Glenn
51
rocket.
minutes, 26 seconds. Plenty of margin before the perigee raise maneuver cutoff happens, and the trajectory is analyzed to see whether it was a good burn. Good burn means that the burn was performed as expected and sets the trajectory on course for that 100 nautical mile perigee target mark. Again, for those sticking with us on NASA Plus and following along on our coverage, we will continue to follow and to cover the mission until.
So New Glenn is supposed to head to the moon.
24/7. But we'll wrap up our coverage here.
So New Glenn has not reached the moon yet, guys. So we're waiting for New Glenn to do a test.
On NASA Plus
And hopefully it does reach the moon.
Amazon Prime. Again, we will continue coverage 24/7 at the NASA YouTube channel. For those that want to see all of the upcoming milestones, there are select times where we will be coming back to NASA Plus and other streaming platforms. You can go to nasa.gov to find the latest on when to find those activities. Given that this is an operational mission, we do want to make sure that we are maintaining transparency in the mission and providing you all the information on what's happening.
Okay, so currently New Glenn successfully completed 2 orbital missions, including a high-profile launch in November 2025 that sent NASA Escapade satellites towards Mars. So New Glenn did do some launches. So that's very important to know and note that it successfully launched, but it has not gone to the moon yet. So that is very important, guys, that we need to understand that it has not accomplished that, and it has not done any manned missions. So that's the next thing that New Glenn has to do. It has to do manned missions. That is what the SpaceX is gonna do, is send manned missions to the moon and land on the moon, and that's the next one. But New Glenn is supposed to send the habitats to the moon. And so that's another thing. So we're looking out for that as well. Very important. cat is trying to jump up on here and knock over my food. All right. My cute cat. See.
This is Mission Control Houston. With that update, we are approaching a little more than 13 minutes from the time of ignition of the perigee raise maneuver. That time, updated to be 2 seconds earlier, was 49 minutes 50 seconds of mission elapsed time. Will now move to 49 minutes 48 seconds. The duration of the burn, that's what was referred to.
New Glenn will be ready to land on the moon in late 2026. It says right here in late 2026, the lander Blue Moon MK1 will be scheduled to land on the moon. And let's see, the second landing will be in 2027, and then they'll be targeting a crewed landing in 2030. That's MK2. So they're going to be landing an uncrewed this year. I don't know if it'll be early or later. So we'll see what happens. And then in 2027 they'll be doing it again, and then in 2030 it will be a crewed mission. Very important. Very important to notice that this New Glenn needs the telemetry from Artemis.
And Houston Integrity, we
copy. Precise mathematics that Artemis is going to be providing.
All right, that one is not urgent. 2 minutes to maneuver to PRM attitude.
We are watching and concurred. 90 seconds-ish, maybe.
Pilot Victor Glover confirming that maneuver less than 2 minutes. Again, that the point of that maneuver is to point the main engine of the ICPS, the RL-10 engine, in the proper orientation to execute that 26-second burn. It needs to point in the correct position to achieve the goal of raising the perigee to 100 nautical miles. You heard some of the environmental control system activations over Orion to Earth.
SpaceX is doing the same thing as New Glenn.
They'll be measuring the cabin of Orion. With during all of the activations here on the ground in Mission Control.
Okay, so they're saying the same thing over and over again. So the thing is, SpaceX is going to be doing a docking in space test. So the biggest thing that SpaceX is testing is connecting two SpaceX ships to fuel up, because they need to fuel up the massive ships together. They got to have a fuel ship, and then they're going to connect it, and then they have to have a large amount of fuel to take it with them to the moon. And the reason why they need a lot of fuel is because when they get there, they need to take off to come back. So it's a return trip as well. So they're going and they're returning. So it's a big deal. So they need to test a refueling in space, and it's going to take a little bit, and it's going to happen this year. So there's a lot going on with SpaceX. It's a lot going on with SpaceX right now. And so look out for SpaceX. We'll be streaming SpaceX a couple of times this year, and it's going to be a big deal. I'm not a big fan of Elon Musk, and Elon Musk is not an engineer, but he has the best engineers on the planet that are working out the problems. And so I hate to give him all the credit because he's not the engineer, but the engineers that he doesn't even name, because it's not Marie Curie, that because she's the one who invented pretty much radiation. But hey, that's not Elon Musk. Elon Musk didn't invent radiation, right? He didn't. He's not the one dying of cancer. So, you know what I'm saying? So, come on, think. Stop giving credit to the people that don't do anything, right? So, give credit to the engineers, to the mechanics, to the mathematicians, to the people that are behind the scenes writing on those chalkboards, that are just thinking about the numbers, that are just putting things together, making this happen. So, I mean, this guy that's talking right now, this guy is just the narrator. He's the announcer. He's not the engineer. Yeah, he knows what's going on because he's given the script and he knows what's going on. He needs to know what's going on. Yeah, mission control, they need to know what's going on. But by far, they're not the ones who built the craft, okay? They didn't build the craft. I'm going to be 100% with you guys. They didn't build the craft. They know because they have to know.
Getting a live look inside
I don't know. I didn't build the craft.
Flight control room. The team you see here oversaw the.
But I want to meet the guy that built the craft. I want to meet him. I want to meet her. Maybe it's a her.
12 seconds p.m. Eastern
right?
Time. Now again, this room will be occupied 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, with flight controllers shifting on 3 shifts.
What if it's an alien? I want to meet the alien.
Operations of Artemis II while in flight. We will cover that live on the NASA YouTube channel, and we'll be covering that around the clock as we begin to wrap up our coverage here on NASA Plus. Before I do want to send it over to our colleagues at the Kennedy Space Center.
The rocket kept on breaking, and they had to call in an extraterrestrial to fix it. Humans can't fix anything, right? They had to call in Charlie.
Thank you to our colleagues there for today's launch coverage. We'll see you again soon.
Look, we need you.
Sending it back over to Megan and Nicole.
Can't figure it out.
Host desk.
We can't. We can't figure.
Yes, it was such a pleasure.
We lost the technology.
Of this historic mission that started right here at Kennedy Space Center. It was such an amazing sight to be a part of. And now, as Reed Wiseman, Victor Glover, Christina Cook, and Jeremy Hansen.
We got an astronaut.
We here at the Kennedy Space Center are about to wrap our broadcast. We'll, of course, though, have 24/7 coverage with our colleagues at Johnson Space Center starting as soon as we sign off, so don't worry. You can follow along our 4 astronauts every minute.
He looks like the actress from Arrival, right?
I'll definitely be watching it. I'm sure you will too.
Yes, of course. They just started, right? The launch was beautiful. This was a historic.
Doesn't she look like the actress from Arrival?
For the first time in over half a century, but they've got a lot of work ahead of them, and so we're excited to see what they have to do.
I mean, she's the OG though. She is. This woman is. She's been up into space. She's
humbling, inspiring. It was
she's
really,
it.
Amazing to be a part of this, and I'm so glad that so many.
She worked really hard to make it there.
Or watching online, and of course, Nicole, thank you so much for sitting through this, answering questions, adding so much context and information that really brought a lot out of what we saw today.
Oh man, I had a blast. You're a rock star. You're a professional. This was great.
Oh, you're great.
So
Captain Nicole Ayers.
Well, again, thank you so much, and thank you to you for watching at home. Tonight we didn't just launch a rocket; we launched the next chapter of human.
Or astronaut Nicole
II
Ayers.
Now on their way back to the moon, and we're taking you with us. So thank you again for watching.
Or doctor, right?
Artemis II. All 4 astronauts, and it appears all of them are undergoing their
Lieutenant Colonel Nicole Vapor Ayers is a NASA astronaut who recently completed. So, this is Lieutenant Colonel Nicole Vapor Ayers. Damn, Lieutenant Colonel. who recently completed her first space flight. She served as pilot for the SpaceX Crew 10 mission to the International Space Station. She served as flight engineer during Expedition 72 and 73. Spacewalk. During her mission, she completed one spacewalk totaling 5 hours. That's it. What? That's the end, guys. What is everyday astronaut saying?
Sorry, still just trying to catch up. There's so many. I'm missing so much, guys. Thank you so much for all this, all your generosity. More moon cheese. This is a good question. This is a good one to discern. And yeah, I did want to answer this. You saw an article about Orion's heat shield being potentially unsafe. Do you know anything about this, or is it fake news? It's not fake news. That's absolutely true. There was an issue with Artemis 1 that cropped up on the heat shield for Orion, and they did not really know the root cause, and it got studied. The new NASA administrator wanted more transparency on that, and he brought together outside experts to really listen onto the NASA's and Lockheed's understanding of what happened, and to say, is it safe to fly in a slightly different configuration, a slightly different reentry profile for today. And so we will see how that works out. Now, last time, to be clear, last time the crew would have been completely safe had they flown on that heat shield that was damaged. They just saw more damage and more pocking than they would have expected. And what happened was there's pockets of gas that got trapped, and then it would basically burst off and break the heat shield. And yeah, they saw that. They found what was wrong. Artemis 3 will start flying with an upgraded heat shield. Different, more akin to what they were trying to do something different than the Apollo program did. They were basically trying to make it, again, we're trying to do things cheaper and better. It turns out it was cheaper to do it this way, but it wasn't better. So they're finding a happy medium, and they're quite confident that for Artemis 3 and 4 going forward, that it will be fine. And they're confident.
T0 is 6:35 p.m. Eastern.
All right, we're back again.
5 p.m. Eastern time.
And if you missed the launch, here it is.
Off of Artemis 2. From now on, you're going to hear two voices on the loops, if every time. Again, board system is the tower at the top, and that's what would pull Orion and its crew off the top of the rocket in case of an emergency, whether it's on the ground or in flight. This is critical safety hardware that protects the lives of the astronauts. Starting at T-minus 6 minutes, the GLS will start bringing that and other high-energy systems online, starting with core stage pressurization.
Such a massive rocket. Such a massive rocket. Huge.
Weather is 90% go. The range is go. All systems are go.
All systems are go.
GLS is go for course.
This is a repeat, guys. Just in case you missed it the first time, I know that on X, you guys missed it because I got on late with you. We're reviewing what we missed.
Hydrogen is naturally boiling inside the tank.
You heard that hydrogen is being used?
We'll get the liquid oxygen tank a little later in the count.
Look how beautiful that is,
Now
guys.
the team is waiting for verification that, if needed, the Artemis II crew could use the launch abort system to pull Orion safely off the top of the rocket in an emergency. Let's listen in for that call.
GLS verifies last capability available.
And CDR, do you copy?
CDR copies, last available.
That's great news, and you heard the NTD verify that with the commander of the mission.
GLS is go for FTS arm.
Now work is being done to arm the flight termination system. This is so the range safety can send a flight termination command if the rocket flies too far off track. There's a brief built-in delay so the launch abort system has time to pull the astronauts to safety first.
LH2 high flow bleed check.
All right, the high flow bleed check. That's so the cryo team gets verification that the RS-25 engines, all 4 of them, are in the proper temperature range for launch.
GLS is go for core stage APU start.
Core stage APUs start. Those are auxiliary power units, high-speed turbines which provide pressure to hydraulic pumps that steer the RS-25 engines. We're going to see a gimbal test a little later at T-minus 2 minutes and 30 seconds. This is what allows that to happen.
What an amazing feat of engineering. Look at that tower. That tower. The tower alone.
Core stage engines downstream of the propellant valve. This gets all the air and moisture out of there.
The feat of engineering. Just to build that tower. The same thing with SpaceX. They put so much engineering and so much art into that tower. It has a purpose. That tower has so much purpose, so much reason.
In just a few seconds,
it's incredible.
That thrust vector control actuator test. This is a gimbling of the engines.
And it only has one purpose, and it's only to that spacecraft. And then after that, take it apart.
3 of them, Shuttle Heritage. 1 of them built from.
Look how beautiful that is.
Shuttle parts. And there you see them moving.
Look how they're moving all. Look how they're moving the rocket engines. Look at that. Oh. They couldn't do that back in 1950s.
From both the upper stage and the lower stage of the rocket to internal, taking ground power away and now going to battery power.
Incredible.
Go for upper stage internal power.
Unless they had like bicycle pedals.
Upper stage. The ICPS, and it's been switched to battery.
Thank you so much for the follow and like, guys. Appreciate it.
T-minus 1 minute and 30 seconds. Right now, the 4-person Artemis II crew is 248,000 miles away from the moon. And if all goes well, they will fly by it in 6 days.
GLS is go for core stage
In 6 days. Takes 6 days. We can't stream for 6 days. Oh my God, I thought it was going to only take like a few hours. It's 6 days it's going to take to go to the moon and back. Woo! Yeah, I can't do a stream for 6 days. I got to go to bed.
To recharge if we had a hold.
Imagine I'd be like
1 minute.
Oh.
Right now the rocket does not
Did it make it to the moon yet?
Coming up at T-minus 33 seconds.
Did it make it to the moon yet?
Sequencer to the rocket's onboard Autonomous Launch Sequencer, or ALS. The rocket will count itself down, but honor
6 days
that could come from the ground. Now, shortly after liftoff, Houston will take control of the rocket, and my colleague Gary Jordan will take over commentary.
Welcome to the 6-stage stream.
Go for ALS.
Great call out. The rocket is on its own. 4 brave explorers ready to ride the most powerful rocket NASA has ever launched. Sound suppression water is flowing. And here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7. RS-25 engines lit. 4, 3, 2, 1. Booster ignition. And liftoff.
Lift off! Let's do it proper. Let's do it proper.
The rocket will count itself down.
Let's do it proper, guys.
Any holds that could 4 brave explorers ready to ride the most powerful rocket NASA has ever launched.
Are you guys ready?
Sound suppression water is flowing.
15, 14.
And here we go. 10,
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift off! Yeah! Go! Artemis 2! Go! 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 Go Artemis 2! Now that's a good send-off. Woo! Now that's a good send-off.
Integrity, AMT high.
Yeah. Look how beautiful that is. Man. Look at the fire. Look at that fire-breathing rocket.
Integrity, 3 miles in altitude, traveling more than 1,200 miles per hour.
Some people say it's fake. It's not fake. Trust me. I've been to Kennedy Space Center. It's not fake. It's real, guys. If you guys want to see a rocket launch, go to Kennedy Space Center. If you think it's fake, go there. Go there and watch the rockets launch. They launch almost every day. Go for a rocket launch at Kennedy Space Center. It's worth it. That way you get it out of your mind. It's not fake.
Approaching 90 seconds into the Artemis II mission. Integrity is 14 miles in altitude, 8 miles downrange, traveling more than 2,600 miles per hour. Seconds of mission elapsed time, standing by for main engine throttle down to 85%, ahead of solid rocket booster separation, expected at the 2-minute 9 seconds.
Wow. Look at that thing haul butt.
Throttle down.
Look at the faces, man. Look at the excitement.
Confirm separation.
Everybody is with their phones. Back in the 1950s with their little cameras. Look at it. Look how beautiful the Earth is, everybody. That's beautiful. It's so gorgeous, right? Look at the planet that we live on. We live on a beautiful planet. I love our planet. This is a time where you have to say, man, our planet is amazing. This music kicked in just perfect.
Now passing 5,000 miles per hour.
Let's go! The fairings came off. They actually burn up in the atmosphere when they come down. They're so high up.
Houston integrity, good last jettison, great view.
Copy jettison, Team Eco 8 plus 02.
We see you sail on board, Stan.
But if the fairings don't burn up, they fall in the ocean. That's why they're over the ocean. And nobody's around there.
Outstanding, Stan. We have you seen.
3 minutes.
Except for the drug dealers that are trying to... I mean, you know, who cares about them, right? You know.
GPS signals acquired after last jettison, now working on internal checks to verify accuracy.
They were told not to be out there.
The time of main engine cutoff confirmed at 8 minutes 2 seconds.
Everybody boating are told not to boat. When the rocket launch goes up, you're not supposed to be out there. In that area. No boats, no nothing can be out in the ocean. When the rocket launch occurs, nothing can be in the pathway of the rocket, because whatever falls off of the rocket, or if anything happens to it, it will fall right on top of everything. You know, any terrible accident could happen. Oh.
And we have a beautiful moon rise. We're headed right at it.
It's beautiful. Look at that.
Approaching 5 minutes into the flight, Commander Reed Wiseman confirms he has visuals of his destination. GPS guidance, navigation, and control.
What is that?
Software finishes internal checks.
Where's the camera for that? That's from the inside?
Integrity, 3 engine press.
3 engine press.
Look at that, guys.
On time, now passing 5 minutes 20 seconds of mission elapsed time into the Artemis II mission. At this point, 3 good main engines are all that's needed to carry integrity to a nominal main engine cutoff target. Though at this time, we're seeing 4 good engines here in Mission Control Houston.
Everybody's getting ready to leave because they can't see it anymore.
30 miles downrange.
It's gone. It's gonzo. It's like the tiny little dot. It's a pin. It's a pin. You can barely see it. It's like it's smaller than it's smaller than it's like a star up there now. Tiny. I got nothing. It's smaller than that.
Same on board, Stan.
It's crazy small now.
Good trajectory and engine performance.
It's,
Booster officer will
it's so small. They have to give you a computerized model.
integrity 78.
Rock, is this real?
460 miles downrange.
Integrity, expect nominal shutdown.
Rock, is this real? Ah. Rock, is this real? My interpretation.
6 minutes 40 seconds of mission elapsed time. Shutdown plan is as expected. Again, the time of MECO was confirmed at 8 minutes 2 seconds into the flight.
This music rocks. It just came on. I didn't set this up.
7 minutes of mission elapsed time.
I feel like I'm spitting all over myself.
Throttling down as we approach the abort.
Nothing on me. I just want to play with my beard.
At the 7-minute 30-second mark.
My Fu Manchu. Oh yes.
84 miles in altitude, 650 miles downrange, traveling
Might be.
at 15,000 miles per hour.
Integrity, AOA open.
Haley open.
The window
I'm
is now
excited.
open for an abort once around option that would target splashdown in the Pacific Ocean. Still following nominal ascent at this time.
Guys, this is crazy. I just so fascinated. So
About 10
fascinated.
seconds remaining until the main engine cutoff of the Space Launch System core stage. Standing by for confirmation of MECO and core stage separation.
They have to get the rocket at a certain point so that it gets enough, like the G-force. Like, there it goes. Like, enough power. Wow, look at that.
Integrity and nominal MECO core stage separated.
They're going so fast.
We see the same
They
on
are
board,
going
Stan.
so fast. Orbiting around the Earth. They're going so fast. Just so they get enough
8 minutes, 40
energy
seconds into the flight,
so
we have
that they
nominal
can
main engine
go
cutoff
they
at
get
NV
so
right
they can
trajectory
slingshot
of the
around the Earth
moon.
and
Core
then
stage
go
has
to the moon.
separated, done
They're
its
not
job.
going straight to the
Space
moon.
Launch System
They're
upgrade
slingshotting around the Earth,
propulsion stage
orbiting the
for
Earth
ICS.
so that they can get enough energy to pop off the orbit of the Earth and then poof
9
and
minutes
just
of mission
jet
elapsed
in
time,
jet over
crew
to
of
the
Reed Wiseman,
moon.
Victor Glover, Christina Cook, and Jerry
crazy.
Hansen now in orbit around the Earth at the beginning of their journey to the moon.
They're orbiting around the Earth, and then when they orbit around the Earth, they just pop pop off. But they're going so fast. Faster than anything on Earth. They're flying. Thousands and thousands of miles per hour. They're flying so fast around the Earth. It's insane fast. And they need the speed of the centrifugal force of the orbit. And then all of a sudden, pop! They take off to the moon.
Ignition is as expected prior to booster ignition.
And hopefully, I mean,
that time being 49 minutes 50 seconds of mission elapsed time.
And the reason why it's shaped that way is to keep, from anything from hitting it and getting inside. That's why that shape is just tried and true. The same way the SpaceX is shaped too. Same thing. Absolutely incredible. Look how beautiful that craft is. And I gave it a hard time. I was so mad that they aborted. How many times? Like 5 times? God. Billions of dollars spent on that spacecraft.
Integrity, good. Neds deploy.
Thank goodness we have Isaacman in the director, because he made this happen. I mean, I think it really, really made a difference that we had a new director, because the director made a difference. I think, I'll tell you right now, I think, with all due respect, with all previous directors, I think they bled our tax dollars out on purpose. I think they really bled our tax dollars out. They wanted money, and they bled us dry. And they kept on aborting. And they got rid of the directors. And guess what? Isaacman, a young kid, he comes in there and says, "Nah, we can't do this." Because he's connected with all the other guys. He says, "Look, we keep on pushing back and we're not going forward." And Isaacman is in the thought process of, we need to push forward for the future. This is not about putting money in people's pockets. We're not gonna get anywhere. We're not gonna get anywhere putting money in people's pockets. We're not gonna get an advance. We're not advancing in technology if we keep putting money in people's pockets. That we're not doing anything. We're flatlining. We're flatlining the economy, putting money in people's pockets. We're only putting money in rich people's pockets. But the middle people, they're not getting shit. We're not getting anything. So it's like we're not getting anywhere. And people are thinking it's the trichonomy. It's basically Ronald Reagan. People think it's going to trickle down. You would give all this money to rich people. It's going to trickle down to all the poor people. No, it's not. It's going to stay up there. Oh, but they're going to make more. No, they're not. They're just going to keep the money, and they're just going to invest it so that they can get more money. No, you need to get that out of your head. You got to get that out of your head. They're not going to invest nothing. They're not going to invest nothing. So Isaacman went in there. He's a rich guy. He's a wealthy man, and he said, "Nah, this needs to stop. It needs to stop." And then this is what happened. He launched it. And he probably pissed off a lot of people because they had a good thing going there. It was like a casino. So it's like a crooked casino. You got a new manager that said, "Nah, all these crooked people need to go." And now they're all pissed off because they were making money on this crooked casino. Not anymore. Not anymore. No way. All these crooked people need to go. So finally, we launched the rocket. We need to stop laundering money through NASA. That's the truth. No more laundering money through NASA. So, I mean, that's all I got to say. I'm going to shove food in my mouth so I can shut up. Because it's so good. We're going to end the stream because I'm afraid I said too much. Guys, go to Cape Canaveral. Watch the space launch. Do not sit at home on your couch and say it's fake. Stop saying fake news to everything. Go travel. Go do things in your life. Stop sitting on your couch and calling things fake. Stop being fake yourself. Go and do something with your life and enjoy life and see it for yourself, because that's what life is about. What is the meaning of life? Go enjoy life. That's the meaning of life. Go do it yourself, like I did it. I travel the world. I go do it myself. I bring you news. I bring it to you. I do it because I want you. I want to encourage you. I want you to go do it yourself as well. All right? Enjoy. Thank you for watching Fat Jesus Live. Thank you so much for watching Fat Jesus Live. Thank you for the follows. Thank you for the likes. Yeah! Go Artemis 2! For 6 days, Artemis 2 will be flying to the moon and back again. Imagine me in front of a boat. Say goodbye. Live long and prosper.
Don't tell me that you're sorry. All you do is bother me. Don't know what I'm gonna do. I wanna run away every time when you're with me. You want me to stay just because you need me. I wanna run away every time when you're with me. You want me to stay just because you need me. I just wanna run. I just wanna hide. I just wanna be on my own sometimes. Don't you ever say that I didn't try. Don't you ever say that you don't know why. I'm saying goodbye. Do you get it now? I'm saying goodbye. Do you get it now? I'm saying goodbye. Don't you tell me that I didn't try. Tell me that I didn't try. Tell me that I didn't try. Don't you say that. Don't you say you don't know why. Don't you say you don't know why. Don't you say it. I'm saying goodbye. Do you get it now? I'm saying goodbye. Do you get it now? I just wanna run. I just wanna hide. I just wanna be on my own sometimes. I'm saying goodbye. Do you get it now? I'm saying goodbye.